What up, martial arts people of the internet? Today we're gonna react to a sparring clip of me versus my instructor. We do this once every 2 weeks because I want to test out my skills. I want to fight maybe somebody who is a little bit more experienced, a lot more experienced than myself, and I want to test out my things that I've learned in the classes so that I can see, do they work or do they not work? Where can I maybe do some little changes or some adjustments, and just to keep on learning. So you see the guy without the belt is my instructor and the one with the blue belt is myself. And we're wearing full protection, so we have groin cups, we have headgear, we have mouth guard, and we have 10-ounce boxing gloves. So, and without further talking, let's jump right into the stuff. So we always start in the middle. That's like the classical or traditional way, on the leg tie area. And I often have problems to get into this that you see. I just got some light blows to the head. That was a nice haymaker. Ooh, there, hitting good. And this kick is like, I don't know where that was going to or what the intention was I had. This is little trapping. I wouldn't recommend that with a full going kick that can easily break your forearm, but just with a light kick, it's pretty much okay, I think. Maybe I should cut my beard because it's under the helmet, it's a little bit tensed. I tried this little leg sweep, but it was not powerful enough, I think. And you see, we don't do a lot of kicks because we are just starting out on doing this sparring series, but you will see a lot more because Longguard, the style I do, is like a Southern Kung Fu style. We have a lot of low kicks, not really that much of high kicks, but they're also there. And the core concept of Longguard is, you can see maybe that you have the hands always like in front of one of your torso and one of your head. And what you try to do is to connect with the opponent's hands or the forearms and do the bridge hands. So it's the Wing Chun equivalent would be sticky hands, but it's not that much that you have a wooden dummy. It's just to connect with the arm and then directly go in. And now let's break it down. You see this movement here that my instructor does? It's like a typical Kung Fu or Longguard move, where you try to break the opponent's guard and then reach in. And you also, in combat sports, you would call this a Longguard, that you always try to deflect and put pressure on the opponent that he not really can do something. It's like a pretty cool concept. And what I'm doing is just I'm throwing like haymakers, like I don't have a better idea in that situation. And the low kick that you see there was not an intention to really land, it was more of a distraction, so that I move my vision downwards and then he can go up. And here, this is also kind of a cool scene. Maybe I'm gonna use this as a thumbnail. This was a pretty cool one here. You see that he is like coming in and I'm between the hands, and then pop. Inside and then outside. That's a pretty cool technique you maybe can take away with. You see, Longguard is always reaching out. And yeah, for sure, you could land knee strikes here, because here the torso is not protected. This is also a pretty cool one. Front kick, right or left side, and then follow with a jab or with a punch. This mainly is cool because when you do like a kick, the vision, as I said before, the vision of the opponent goes down because, oh, what's coming here? And then you surprise him with one of the other levels. So we have the levels on the legs, then we have the level here on the torso, and we have the level of the head. And you can manipulate all of these. I sometimes try to incorporate some chain punches, but not like Wing Chun style, like 20-fold, just 2 or 3 of them to break the guard and then have an open space to get in. That was some cool head movement there. Ducked under, but that was out of range. Okay, pretty nice. So I think I'm doing better from time to time, because in the beginning I used to punch and then get away with my head because I'm afraid of the punches. Like, you should not be afraid of a punch, but you should have respect because it can hurt. For sure, here we have protection, we have mouth guard and a helmet, but it's a surprise, no matter what. So, what do you think? How did I do in this video? How did I do in this sparring clip? Do you want to see more of that? Please let me know in the comments, and let's see you in the next episode.